Hello and welcome back to the Football Rundown. We're here with the 24-25 League One fixture list, which has just been released this morning. And of course, Stockport County. Everyone will be waiting to see who they've got in the opening game of the new League One season. First time in League One for around 15 years. I'm very much looking forward to the season starting in Stockport County. I know we've got the Euros on at the moment and everything, but there's nothing like going to Edgeley Park for league football, and I can't wait to be in League One. Unfortunately, not got a season ticket. I think actually, I think Stockport County have done really well. 6,500, I think, or over 6,500. They've managed to sell in season tickets. Fortunately, I wasn't in a position to get one myself, so I've got to wait and see how many games I can get to for County this season. But I didn't have one last season. I still managed to get to 23, 24 games last season, so hopefully can continue to do the same this season and continue to do the vlogs this season. And as I say, looking forward to being in League One. Who have we got opening game then? Because this is a big thing. A lot of time you go up, new season, new league. You want your first. Well, to be honest, first game of every season. You want the first game of the season to be a home game. And Stockport County have got a home game. First game of the season. It's Cambridge United. They'll face at Edgeley Park on the 10th of August. So I think it's 5:30 kickoff as well. Cambridge United, I think they finished 18th in League One last season. So I suppose based on that, it's probably an easier game for Stockport County. We could have had tougher teams to face, but League One will be a challenge, and I think every team will be a challenge for us. So I wouldn't say Cambridge United will be an easy team, but probably an easier team. We certainly could have faced stronger teams. I'm not sure how County will start the season, but then we didn't start last season that strongly either, and then look what we went on to go and achieve. So Cambridge United is a different opposition. I don't think we've played them since 2013. Like I say, finished 18th in League One last season. Then, exactly a week after, we've got our first away game of the season. Now, I spoke about this before to mates and everything. I don't know if I said it on camera, but the one game I wanted as our first away game of the season was Blackpool away, and we've got Blackpool away. So very much looking forward to it. Obviously, we know Blackpool. We were looking forward to having, I think, Blackpool this season. There was a fair amount of been promoted in the end. What I would say, it's good timing to be in Blackpool as well, because Blackpool doesn't look like the best of places. At the best of times, certainly maybe not in November, December, January kind of time. So to have them in August is probably the perfect time. So that'll be an interesting away day. I've never been there before. Hopefully I'll be able to get tickets for that away game. Then we've got Bristol Rovers at home. Again, I don't think they had the strongest of seasons last season. Looking at here, they finished 15th. So again, an easier game, a little bit like Cambridge, an easier game on paper. Blackpool though, in between that 8th. Just missed out on the playoffs last season. That'll be a challenge, no doubt about that. Of course, we've got Callum Connolly, who's just signed, and he was at Blackpool last season. Then, to end off August, we've got Mansfield Town away from home. I'm pretty sure we played Mansfield Town away from home at the end of August last season, and I can't remember, I think we lost, was it 3-1 or 3-2? Hopefully we have a better result this time around. As we head into September, I won't go over the whole season, because some fixtures probably will be moved for cup games, TV deals, all that kind of stuff. But as we kick off into September, hopefully County have had a strong start to the season. Having said that, it won't be vital to how our season ends up, because we didn't have a strong season last season. Strong start to the season last season. Reading at home to kick-start September. Then Crawley Town away. Then we've got Leyton Orient at home. Again, an opponent that we're familiar with, having faced them the season before last in League Two, and then we've got Barnsley away, another tough, another really tough side. Again, Barnsley, I mean, they're a pretty strong team, to be honest. They were in the playoffs last season, and I think they lost to Bolton, was it? Or they beat Bolton. I think they faced them in the semi-final of the playoffs last season anyway. So Barnsley won't be an easy game at all. To be honest, I think you're looking at Bolton, Peterborough, Barnsley, Lincoln, Blackpool, Stevenage, even to a degree, is teams that you've really got to keep an eye on. And then, of course, you've got teams like Wycombe, Leyton Orient, who we faced, the season before last. Wigan again, another localish kind of game. Exeter, and then I think once you go down from about sort of 15th last season, I think you realise that they're the kind of games that County should be getting results against if we're going to have a steady season in League One. But yeah, there's a lot of tough teams in this league, and I'm not sure where County will end up, to be honest. I think one of the big games that will be in our fixture list in the season is going to be Birmingham City, home and away. I think Birmingham are going to be really strong in League One, obviously relegated for the Championship last season. They've got an American ownership. I know they'll have ambitions to try and get themselves straight back up into the Championship, and I don't think it'll be an easy game. I do think Birmingham City will probably be the strongest team in League One. Let me know your thoughts on that. But yeah, I think Birmingham City be an interesting game, to be honest, both home and away. Just trying to keep an eye on it. Our first meeting with Birmingham is at home on the 1st of January. I think, is that our first meeting? You can tell I've not organised this and I've not planned this very well. Yeah, I think that's our first meeting with Birmingham, home on the 1st of January. That'll be an interesting game, but as I say, I think the away game will be interesting as well. I've never been to that ground before. Looking forward to trying to get to St Andrews for that. But yeah, I think across the season we've got some interesting matches, some interesting stadiums that we probably haven't been to before, some that people may have been to before, but certainly not for a very long time. So I think that League One, it's refreshing, it's a challenge, it's something new, and I think that I speak for most county fans when I say very much happy to be in League One and very much looking forward to the season. In terms of favourite game, I'm not too sure. I mean, obviously we got Wrexham in November. I mean, that's actually the closest game to my birthday. Well, actually not quite, because we've got Bolton. But yeah, I mean, that's just touching on that. November's a really interesting month. There's only 3 matches in November in the league. We got Bolton Wanderers at home, Wrexham at home, and then Burton away. So that could be an interesting month. Really, really tough, but maybe an easier end to November. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to go over the whole list because I think that fixtures will change as the season goes on. Obviously, TV deals, we know that obviously a lot of matches are going to be shown on Sky this season as part of the new TV deal that's coming in. I know some people aren't happy about that. We will see fixtures move around a lot more than we have done in the past. I think it's going to be something we've got to get used to as county fans, and I'm sure we will. Obviously, it's great for some people who can't get to the games all the time. Myself, for one, to be honest, if I can't get to as many games because I don't have a season ticket, I suppose being able to watch on TV isn't the worst option, but again, it's not the same as actually being there. But I think it's brilliant, I suppose, for those fans who maybe can't go to county games for whatever reason, for them to still be able to watch their team and follow their team for around at least 20 games a season, I think I've read correctly. And I think also the Carabao Cup opponents as well. Carabao Cup games will be shown on Sky as well, I think all of them. So that's going to be interesting, something to get used to. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think I've read that correctly. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting start to the season for Stockport County, like I say. Having Cambridge first game of the season, let me know your thoughts on that. Are you happy with it? Would you prefer to have a different team on the opening game of the season? Are you happy to be at home? For the first game of the season. For me personally, I think most people want to be home for the first game of the season, but maybe you're not happy about that. But as I say, Cambridge first game of the season at home at Edgeley Park on the 10th of August, and then we have our first away game of the season 7 days later against Blackpool at, of course, at Bloomfield Road. Very interesting to see how this season's going to go, to be honest, for County. Still got a bit of business to do as well before that window shuts. Well, I say before the window shuts, before we get back into pre-season. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Obviously, just before I go, actually, I need to talk about this as well, because Stockport County, over the last few days, have released their new training kits, or training kit, and a lot of people aren't very happy about it, to be honest. I think that when you look at it, I'm going to put it on the screen here as well, the colour is very, very light blue, to be honest. A lot of people are saying it's city blue. A lot of people aren't happy about it. A lot of people, I've read some of the comments on it as well, have said it doesn't have the identity of Stockport County on it, and I think that's because of the strange colour of it, to be honest. It is very close to city blue, and obviously that's not going to go down well with many people at Stockport County. Want to get your thoughts on that as well, of course. It doesn't look too bad, it's just the colour. Could have been a little bit darker and could have been a bit more county blue. But yeah, I want to get your thoughts on that as well. But of course, let me know your thoughts on the fixture list that's been released. Are you happy with it? What game are you looking forward to the most in League One this season coming up? And of course, let me know where you think Stockport County will finish in League One this season. Of course, I will be doing my League One predictions video once we're nearer to the season, to be honest. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on how you feel about this fixture list in the comments section below. Don't forget to like the video, of course, subscribe if you are new, and as always, thanks for watching.